Yeah, just a second. I'm doing another live real quick. So, happy Friday. It is a little after 12 o'clock, and right, I'm getting ready to relax, go into a bit of a meditation, get ready for this audition, and I'm hopping on to do a live. What is my sermon topic for today? So it's Mental Health Awareness Month, and I just chatted with this a little bit with my Instagram friends, and I am here to share a little bit about that with you. So I'm here to encourage everyone, especially if you are if you are melanin blessed, and if you are the opposite sex, especially, to, just take a moment every day, every week, every month to make sure that you are taking care of your mental health. I mean, if you are following me and if you're watching me, if you get on this live, then we are probably a part of the same type of tribe. So you probably drink more water. You may try to reduce your meat intake, or at least you think about it, or at least you tried. You probably exercise on a regular or semi-regular basis, and you try to make sure that you look good, you're fit, and you're taking care of your body. You probably have goals when it comes to education, business, things like that. And so don't forget about, your mental health. It's so important. The mind is the epicenter. So, I mean, it takes care of everything. So as you're taking care of your body, for me, it's most important, it's paramount that you take care of this first, your mind, will, your emotions, and take care of your spirit man as well. I think that's a big part of mental health as well. There have been a lot of factors in my life over the past 10 years that have, you know, affected, my mental health and could have continually to negatively impact it. Number one, being a single parent, being a sole parent, to, to more than half of my children, but being a single parent of four. Hey, I have four in my home and I'm the only one here doing this. That is enough to drive some people cray. So that, along with me deciding to remain an entrepreneur when I got fired from my last job back in 2017, I decided that working for myself was the way to go. I didn't want to have to ask anyone else, hey sis, for permission to raise my children, for permission to have to leave the job if, my son was sick. My son was born premature. He was 5 pounds. So, his first couple of years of life, even now at 3, a lot of times when somebody gets sick around him, he would get sick, kind of easy. So, I got fired for attendance issues, being a single parent, that is kind of its own category. When something happens at school or anything else and there's nobody else to call on, it's me. I'm having to leave work, a lot. So anyway, that's that. So I decided I'm not going to allow my life to be under anybody else's control anymore, and I'm going to remain an entrepreneur and just figure this thing out. And so that took a toll on my mental health, because just trying to figure out everything and me taking on the sole responsibility of and not giving the responsibility to another job when it came to the paycheck and everything, that's kind of easy. You go to work, you show up, you do what you got to do, you're going to get a paycheck. Now it's all on me. So I had to find a way to be able to kind of cope, to deal, to bring in some peace into the chaos. And it took going through a couple different ones to find the right fit for me. But I've been blessed to find a therapist who is African American and male. And so it's been a really good balance, like the male female thing, the yin yang, and the fact that he's African American. Like, I'm here to tell you that they're out there, because I hear people say stuff like there's no black doctors and there's no black this and that. And the reason why I say doctor is because he's almost done with his doctorate. So I feel like triple blessed now as well. But yeah, and he's amazing. But for safety, for privacy purposes, it ain't your business. I ain't gonna say who it is, but I can recommend a couple in my metro. But yeah, find somebody, find a good fit. If it's not a good fit, keep going, don't quit. Taking care of your mental health is so important. And even if you, even outside of getting therapy, which I think that it's important, I look at therapy as like going to any other doctor, because it is. If you go for your regular checkups, you don't just wait until you're sick. You go to keep things well. So the same thing with, personal therapy. You go to keep things well. You go to uncover issues. You go to, keep yourself in shape, to keep yourself healthy. You go for preventative measures. And of course, you also go for sick visits. If there's trauma, sometimes there's unresolved trauma that you don't even know is there. So it's important to have those conversations. I've been reading about something recently called toxic masculinity. That thing is real. So for my brothers out there that I just had a really important conversation on Lala's World, and I'll put a link to that below later on. But I had a really important conversation on Lala's World, a show that I do every Thursday night that we go live. And a part of our conversation was one of our brothers was saying that as a black man, sometimes he feels a lot of negative emotion and he feels like he has nobody to talk to because, his women, he feels like, where are my black women at? And I want to say this, and to the brother, I love you, so I ain't even, I have nothing bad to say. I appreciate where you're coming from. But to my brothers, hey, Mataku, hey, love, I just want to say that, toxic masculinity is something that can happen when, you're leaning on us too much and trying to and thinking that we're supposed to be your therapist and we're supposed to be your mom and we're supposed to bring that emotional healing. We're not. That's not our job. That's what the therapists are there for. It's important to do that work on your own so that you can show up for your relationships and you can show up for us as our brother, as our lover, as our friend, as our protector, provider, all that in a way that is more healthy than what, a lot of us has seen. You got to do that work. You got to take care of your mental health so that you can show up for yourself and for us right too. So I'm going to leave that right there. But the purpose of the video is really just to encourage everyone, and especially my brothers and sisters, to take care of your mind. Because the mind governs the entire body again. So take care of it. Take care of your mind. Take care of your spirit. Take care of your will, your emotions. Do it on a regular basis, whether you think you need it or not. So let's switch to the other thing, and this is kind of hand in hand. I've seen a lot of, not necessarily from my friends, so bravo, I got some pretty cool friends, but I've seen a lot and heard a lot of things that are negative and discouraging about what Steph Curry's wife, I think Aisha or Mrs. Curry, I'll just put it like that, about what she said on, I think, the Red Table Talk recently, and how do I want to address that? This is what I'll say. This is sometimes why we have mental health issues because, the world doesn't always make it a safe space. And sometimes your own friends or family don't want to make it a safe space for you to be open and honest about what you're experiencing without judgment. It's not fair that she can't be open and honest, with her friends and even on a public platform about desires that are natural. And it's not fair that she would be really slammed for it. And by the very people that should hold her up and should understand. It's a natural thing. Everybody wants to feel desired. That desire does not go away just because you were with somebody. Like, come on. Be honest with yourself. Let's get real. I was really disappointed to hear and see so many people calling her names and calling her things that were really disrespectful. Am I to believe that I'm a thought just because if I'm with somebody, I still want to feel desired? I still want to know I still got the juice? Okay. I'm gonna leave that right there. But really, can you ask yourself? Can we dig a little deeper with that? And can we really think about the things that we're saying about this woman when she was just open and honest about something that all of us, man and woman, probably go through from time to time? So I'm going to leave that right there because it's not worth much more of a conversation, but I definitely wanted to add my 15, 25, 50 cents about that. I, again, am about to go into this meditation, relax, get ready for this audition. Just wanted to hop online, mostly just to encourage you guys to, since it's Mental Health Awareness Month, check on yourself first because you can't show up for anybody else unless you're good for you first. So check on yourself first and then check on your friends that are stressed or in stressful situations. And don't say that cliche bullshit. Like, let me know what I can do to help. Is there anything that I can do to help? Observe, hop in, get involved. That's it. And so anyway, you can find me anywhere on social media under the name Nicolyboo. That's the new name. And you can go to the website to learn more about me and what I do and all that jazz, NicoleLawson.com. And get the gram. So Nicolygram is my email that goes out every Friday, just letting you know what's going on, what I'm involved in, whatever the last video shoot was, or the last commercial, or the last performance. You're going to find clips of it there. And I try to get more up close and personal with people. I respond to emails. I respond to everything. I appreciate all the love and the encouragement that's been shown to me and my kiddos. Oh, okay. So yeah, praise report. So me and the kiddos will be doing a shoot together next Friday, whatever the 17th is. So I'm so excited about that. That's going to be like take your kids to work day for me. So we'll be doing a shoot together. Whoever the company is that needs this commercial, they were looking for a whole family to cast and kind of like piece it together. But the cool thing is my kids just got signed. I signed with the new talent agent, and my kids just got signed as well. So they, instead of having to go, sorry, somebody keeps calling me. So instead of them having to look for people who look alike, like you get the whole package with us. So excited and grateful. So that's what's up for now. You guys have an amazing, let's try this again. Have an amazing Friday. Love you guys. And yeah, drop a comment with what your thoughts are below, and we can keep the conversation going. All right. See ya.